These issues, I think, are complex and they're changing very quickly. So, two quick reactions. First of which, you're right. The bicycle mode shares in the U.S., even in the most popular cities, is probably around 8% for commuting purposes. These are the Portlands, the Minneapolis, maybe even my hometown Boulder, and of course Davis, California. But outside of these handful of cities, it's more around 1 or 2%. Now, what types of advancements are going to provide the next jump? Is it going to be infrastructure advancements? Is it going to be legal advancements? Is it going to be policy or programming advancements? And the different jumps have different success. Getting to the next level is probably most influenced by different factors. Okay, so for example, separated bicycle infrastructure is probably what the U.S. needs to grow from an average 1% to maybe 6 or 8% on average. After that, the next threshold might require public or programming, higher levels of kind of educational awareness after that. To get to the next jump of maybe 20 or 30%, if that is even possible, that would require considerable land use changes, which are very slow-moving changes. So the Dutch on average is somewhere in the 30s, and getting it up to, some places are higher than that. Of course, the Groningens, the Utrechts, or maybe the Amsterdams. Getting it higher than that is, you're at the point of marginal returns. And so you already have the land use, you already have the culture, you already have the infrastructure. Now it's kind of a mindset game, I find, where if you can get your friends and you can get your businesses and you can kind of get these kind of increased social infrastructure behind. But from what I understand, that is, it's working. It's just that change happens slowly. That's the first reaction. The second reaction is that these advancements are happening very quickly with respect to transport. There's 2 or 3 or 4. I think there's 4 advancements which are really going to be changing the whole nature of how people acquire different goods. Right. The first has to do with electrification. The second has to do with autonomous vehicles. And the third has to do with the sharing economy, sharing data or sharing resources. So sometimes that's sharing bikes or whatnot. Sometimes that's just sharing vehicles or what. And so these 3 advancements, electrification, data sharing, and autonomous vehicles, are really going to be game changers as you look at the future of transport 20 or so years into the future. And so the most direct and short-term influences are going to be, I think, felt by the pedal elects or electric assisted bikes. And so the open question then is, to what degree are the Dutch going to be possibly increasing the range of travel distance? So on average, the Dutch are cycling somewhere between 3 and 5 kilometers on average. Well, of course, there's the school-age children, some of which are going 15 or so kilometers one way. But on average, with the decreased costs of electric pedelecs or whatnot, might that distance extend to 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 kilometers for an average. And I think that's what these fast cycling routes are betting on. So that's going to be an interesting thread to follow.